I'm Attorney Nick Alcock, and if you've been charged with a misdemeanor in the state of Arizona, I'm going to give you sort of a thumbnail sketch as to how most misdemeanors are handled. Most people who come to me and they've got their ticket in front of them, they're very, very worried about going to that first court appearance because they think that it's trial. And I can tell you that that first court appearance is very rarely trial. Yes, it's an important date, and yes, you have to go, but it is not typically the date that everything is decided. It is usually just the initial appearance, and it's an opportunity to set the case to another hearing. At the initial appearance, the judge will probably give you the opportunity to plead guilty or not guilty. And there are many people who are very concerned about getting in front of a judge and saying, "Judge, I'm not guilty," when they know that they are. Don't worry, this is a formality. It is perfectly acceptable to say that you're not guilty and then later change your plea to guilty. And so a lot of times you'll hear a judge give a sort of group advisement at that first court appearance, and they're going to say, for Class 1 misdemeanor, the maximum penalty is $2,500 plus fees and assessments, and also the maximum jail time is 6 months. And you hear that and you obviously get very, very concerned. There are very, very few people that go to jail for 6 months for a Class 1 misdemeanor. That is just the maximum. That does not mean that that's what you're actually facing. So that first court appearance, most of the time what we do is enter a plea of not guilty and set the case to a pretrial conference. Almost every court allows for 2, 3, 4 pretrial conference settings. And the whole idea there is to negotiate some type of resolution, to negotiate some type of outcome, short of going to trial. And the vast, vast majority of cases resolve with a plea agreement. So if you are facing a misdemeanor and you show up for that first court appearance, you can know that you've got a little bit of time to hire a private attorney, to look at the evidence, to consider your options, and you really shouldn't be put in a position where you're forced to decide. There are a couple of exceptions to that rule, and some of those exceptions are for cases where a diversion deal is offered, for example, for shoplifting. And there are some jurisdictions out there that will say, you need to decide right now whether or not you want a diversion deal. And so if you are, for example, facing a shoplifting case and you're concerned about going to court and what will happen, just give us a call, 602-989-5000, and we can tell you whether or not you have the type of case where a diversion deal is eligible. We can also look at your other cases and determine whether or not you're facing more serious charges and what type of jail time that you're looking at. So again, our free consultation, 602-989-5000. My advice to people facing misdemeanors is take a deep breath, relax. You've got a little bit of time. That first court appearance is not trial, and you have a little bit of time to make up your mind, look at the evidence against you, and figure out what it is exactly that you're facing. Our number, 602-989-5000. Thanks so much.